Fake shrimp, real shrimp. Let's see which works better today.
Grab it, dude.
Let's see what it is. Don't with it, man. That drag is pulling. Did you see that shark right next to me?
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey everyone, today we are fishing with some extreme budget fishing gear. So I spent $80 on a site called TEMU. I downloaded this app. It's kind of like Wish, it's kind of like AliExpress. Everything is really budget friendly. There's a whole crapload of stuff you can buy, and it's actually free shipping. So I love using this site because it's just like going to the dollar store and finding a whole bunch of things that you like. So I'm gonna run through my haul with you right now. Everything that I bought. This is my rod. Believe it or not, my rod fits into this little pouch right here because it's a portable 5-piece rod. That's the first part. It's a 6-section, 1 ounce, 10 to 20 pound, about 1 gram, 1 ounce lure you can throw. And this is made of carbon fiber, nice strong material. Feels nice and sensitive. I like it. Between 20 to 25. The shipping is free, so I'm not counting shipping. Now let's go through what's in the bag. The bag itself, $15. Inside the bag, here's the first reel. And this looks like a Stella knockoff almost, but look at that reel. Look at the handle, there's 2 of them on here. That's really interesting. And this one is called the Silver Whip. Feels nice. It's made of plastic, the whole thing is plastic. Right here, the spool itself is aluminum. Now the reel, this reel cost me $13. Now if I were to go to a tackle shop and get this entire setup, I'd be looking to spend at least, I think, $70. 25 plus 13, that's $38. $38, that's not bad. Not bad for a setup right here, okay? My Stella cost me $600. So, that's like $750 versus something like this, which is $35. I'm sure I can catch the same amount of fish. I got another reel, and this one's gonna be for my other rod over here. My other rod is right here. It's another telescopic rod right here. What else do I got in here? We got some lures. Nice little fake mullet here. I'm sure plenty of things will want to hit this. We've got a bunch of these shrimp lures, and these, usually when I buy them at the store, they're pretty expensive. I think they're like $3 each, but this whole box here was $3. So I got all these lures for $3 right here. They look pretty realistic. This one especially. Now these shrimp ones, like the name brand one is like Voodoo Shrimp, and there's other shrimps, that live target shrimps, and they're expensive. They're really expensive. But when you get it from TEMU, they look the same, they feel the same, and I'm sure they work the same. They're just significantly cheaper. Okay, what else we got? All right, we've got little tiny hooks. I got these hooks so that I can use them on high-low rigs. I can use them on all sorts of different things. These are nice. This was like $1. Very inexpensive stuff. And then I have these jig heads here. These jig heads usually cost like $7 when I buy them in the store. I bought them for $1. I mean, come on, look at these. These are great. And I'm gonna put these on these little paddle tail lures right here. And they're just nice little finesse, little small ones. So at the end of the day, I got a bunch of lures. I got some fake shrimps, I got a fake mullet. I have 2 reels, 2 rods, a backpack, and that's all I really need for a day of fishing. So now I think I'm just gonna set up the rods. I'm gonna try out some of these lures. I'm gonna try out some of this gear, and let's get fishing. Now I'm gonna spool this up, and I need a volunteer. Hey Steve, this is my cousin Steven. You guys gotta remember him, AKA Shark Oak Steve. He's been in so many of our videos before. You guys love him. I'm gonna need you to help me hold this real quick, because we're gonna spool this bad boy up. So what we're gonna do here is just put it through each of these eyes right here. Make sure the bail is open. That's the important part. Now I did bring my own bait box right here, and in my own bait box I filled it with sinkers, with leader line, with bait elastics, with high-low rigs. These are all my own pre-tied stuff, and they work really well too. Now I have all this stuff available on my store, heyskipperfishing.com. If you want some of this stuff, check out my website. But first we gotta tie some leader line on here. And to do that, I use a line to line, which is called a uni to uni knot. So I have my 15-pound leader right here. And to tie this knot, you want to line these two up like this. Can you see that? And let's tie on one of these shrimps first. All right, I'm going to tie on this one because it looks closest to a real shrimp. And this bag is nice because I can keep everything really compact on my back. I don't have to worry too much about keep running back and forth. Just keep it all on me. So now we're going to put it through here. And this looks just the same as any voodoo shrimp or any other expensive shrimp lure that I see in the tackle shops, honestly. Because, just in general, because you don't have to keep putting nasty bait on. Like, some people don't want to get their fingers dirty, they don't want to have to keep rebaiting. Lures work really well for this reason. We're going to test this first lure out, see how it works. We're going to test some of the other lures out. I also want to test out the high-low rigs, see how they work, because bait will always catch me fish. Usually I'll have one waiting with bait and then the other one with lures, so I'm going to set up my other rod right now with bait. We're going to use some of these fresh dead shrimp, one on each hook. So we're using this bait elastic. This bait elastic will help secure your bait onto your hook so it doesn't fly off. It's really simple to use. You just take the elastic and you wrap it around. You pull it off. Same thing with the other one. Saves you time, saves you money, catches you more fish. All right, here's with the same reel. This is the longer rod. Let's see that there's fish here. All right, so we're setting up this other 6-section rod. This is a much longer one. This is a 9-foot one. It's like a puzzle.
Do you want to play a game?
Reel on here, $13 reel. And sometimes you just don't want to bring really expensive reels to the beach. You just want to bring like some, really portable light setup because you want to do other things, not just fish on the beach. And we're going to use the improved clinch knot to keep it on the actual line. You put it through the swivel like this. This is the main line. And then you just twist it around about 8 times. Then you take that tag end and put it through this loop. And then you pull. Now I'll put a little sinker at the end of it. And I designed these rigs specially so that you guys can just catch the maximum amount of fish without losing your rig, without breaking your rig. I put heavy duty swivels right here so that the sinker doesn't snap off. Perfect sized hooks to catch all sorts of fish. All right, let's start fishing. I'm gonna start with the lures, see what I catch, throw it around for a little bit. If nothing, I'll switch it up, and that's just how fishing goes. Sometimes one lure doesn't work, sometimes one bait doesn't work. You gotta keep trying different things. Holy shit, bro. Pull it up here. Pull it up here. Don't lose it, dude. That was a big hit. Let's see what it is. Don't lose it, man. That drag is pulling. Look at his hat. It says DILF. Dang, I like fishing. Where is it?
I don't know.
Bring the tip up.
Holy crap!
What is it?
Huge fish. Come up here. All right, let's land this, dude. Come on.
Wow.
Dude, that's a big jack. Dude, nice. Jack Crevel
On a TEMU
on a $13 reel. How'd that reel feel, man?
Feel great.
You brought it in pretty quick?
Brought it in, yeah.
That was on the high-low rig. Nothing has bitten the lure yet, but the bait worked within the first 10 seconds I casted it out. Now, this is not something I want to eat. It's just something that's really fun to catch. So if you're not going to kill it, make sure it gets back to the water alive. A lot of times after a big fight, they're really tired, so you have to make sure that you peel them. Keep it in the water, and when it kicks off, that means it's ready to swim off. Oh, kick it off. Nice! First fish down. So the reel itself, the drag, it seemed to be working just fine. Steven's a complete noob at fishing, right? If he can do it, anybody can do it. I don't mind using less expensive, more budget gear, especially for beginners, because they a lot of times will drop it in the water, leave it in the sand. This is a perfect gear for like beginners. This double thing was helpful too, because if it slips, you can grab the other one real quick. Let's do it again. What we're gonna do is just peel them, put it back on the hook, get it right back out there. Wow, and this rod really whips it out there far. All right, same thing, Steve, watch it again. See this? This shrimp is supposed to look like this shrimp. And maybe if I put a little bit of, just a little piece of this shrimp on the hook, it'll smell like it a little bit more. See that? It might mess up the action a little bit, but at least they can smell it.
Oh, I did.
Whoa! The reel feels nice. The rod feels great. Ooh, it's pulling, it's pulling. It's a pompano!
Nuh-uh.
Oh.
Oh my gosh!
Oh. Pompano and catfish. Look at that. Doubled up. That's why I use a high-low rig, because you get two at a time. And the rod and reel itself, wow, it worked perfectly. That's a nice pompano. This is just such a beautiful pompano, and these taste delicious. Now the yellow right here, it's just so beautiful. They always have a yellow belly, yellow dorsal fins, yellow fins right here. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Yeah, and they taste better in the fall time. Yeah, good job, dude. And this one, surprisingly, is still on there. It's still on there from the elastic thread. But I'm just gonna rebait it. All right, let's give this another cast out there. This 9-foot rod is really good. All right, you gotta keep an eye on this one, okay?
All right. Keep an eye out.
Okay, I'm using this little mullet lure. It looks like a little mullet, and there's plenty of mullet in the surf, so maybe I'll catch something. But I know this will catch something, so I'm gonna try this for a little bit longer. If I don't get anything, I'm switching it to a high-low rig. And I'm gonna switch it not because of the lures. Sometimes lures work really well. Sometimes lures just does not apply. It might be one of these days where it's just high-low rig all day. Holy shark! Holy off! Did you see that shark right next to me? So I've been using this lure for like 25 minutes so far. Absolutely no bites. This other one is getting hit after hit. I think I'm gonna have to switch from lure to bait. So it's nothing to do with the actual lure itself. The lures, they look like they swim really well. I love using them. I'm just not getting any bites, and I wanna get in on some of this action. So I'm gonna try for 10 more minutes. If nothing, I'm gonna switch up. Oh! Easy, easy. Oh shit. Look at that drag going off. Yeah. Oh. Coming in? Oh, you got two at a time. You got two bluefish. Whoa. Yeah, we love bluefish. All right, bring it up here. Over here. Good job, dude. Heck yeah, man. Two big bluefish. Wow. Heck yeah, dude. These are good sized bluefish too. Oh, wow. We're gonna make ceviche. Dude, two bluefish, two at one time on this little tiny reel, $13. Doesn't get better than this. told you guys, you can catch plenty of fish. It all depends on the rigs you're using. It all depends on the spot you're fishing. Good job. So the bait is working really well today. The high-low rig is working really well. The lures itself, I'm not getting any bites, not at all. And I'm gonna try for a little bit longer, but honestly, what I think I'm gonna do is just tie up some more high-low rigs and cast them both out as high-low. What do you guys think? Aaron, what do you think?
Try for a little bit longer. I have a good feeling because the bluefish are here.
Okay, maybe they'll come in a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Maybe I can hit some on this little mullet lure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it. Holy shit, dude. Feel big?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it, I see it. I see it right here.
What is that?
What is that? Nice. It has swallowed it again. The jack on the high-low. Nothing on the lure so far. Looks like bait is winning for sure. This is why I always come with bait. So now my other rod, I'm gonna switch it from lures. I'm gonna actually just tie up another high-low rig using the TEMU hooks, and let's see what else we can catch. So while I wait, I'm gonna actually tie up another high-low rig using these TEMU hooks. They're a little bit smaller, but they're perfect because smaller hooks catch everything, right? So I'm gonna use some of these hooks. I'm gonna show you how to tie up a quick high-low rig. I've got 15-pound leader right here. What I'm gonna do first is just tie it onto a two-way swivel right here. Using an improved clinch knot, I'm gonna tie it onto the two-way swivel, or a barrel swivel. All right, now here's the swivel, attached to the line. Now about 12 inches down, I'm gonna add a loop knot right here. Okay, and then another 12 inches down, another loop knot right here. Now I'm quick at tying it. For beginners, it might take a little bit longer. And then at the bottom, we're gonna attach the sinker. But first, let's attach the hooks. I'm gonna put two on. It's gonna be really simple. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pinch this loop right here like this, and then we're gonna thread it through. Put it in like that. Pull. Hook number one, loop number two. Ready? Same thing. See that? Goes through, and then we loop the hook, we pull. Now we've got our own high-low rig right here. See that? High, low, swivel, and then we'll tie a sinker at the bottom. Now a lot of people, they don't know how to tie the knots. They don't want to tie the knots. That's okay. I sell the entire pre-tied rig, and it works just so well. And I don't have to keep tying up when I'm out here. Attach a sinker to the bottom. And there we go. High-low rig. Let's go put this on the other rod. Now we're gonna put these shrimps on the hook like this. And there's an old saying that goes, elephants eat peanuts. And that means big things like to eat little things all the time. You don't need a huge piece of bait. In fact, a huge piece of bait sometimes deters a lot of fish from actually eating it. So we're gonna put a little piece of bait on like that, on a little hook. And these hooks are really sharp so far. Almost hooked myself with it. And there we go. Now we'll sit this rod down here. We'll cast the same thing out on the other side, and we'll wait. Now the rigs that I tie have bigger hooks on them.
Good bite!
Holy shit, woo! Nice catch, Aaron. Woo! This is a big one. Well, it feels big on this little rod. Woo! There we go. A little Jack Crevalle on a little hook right away, as soon as I threw it out there. That was awesome. Bring him in, bring him in. What the? Oh, you got one, dude. Bring it up, bring it up.
Huge whiting! Oh my
That's a
lord!
nice whiting, man. Dude, we're having fish tacos. That's fish taco night. Go, man. There we go. Another big whiting right here. Beautiful. Good job. There we go. Another beautiful whiting. Right?
Yep.
God, bring the tip up, bring the tip up. Nice. Let's hope it's another whiting. Screw the lures, the bait works so well. Ooh, it looks bigger, huh?
Yeah. Pulling the reel.
Pulling the drag?
Drag.
Oh, it's
God.
oh my God, it's hitting hard. Dude, you got two fish at a time. Walk backwards, walk backwards. What are they? What are they? A jack crevalle and a catfish. Wow, look at that. Good job. So I've been casting these lures over and over and over again. Not even a single bite. But this high-low rig has been catching fish non-stop. So I think I'm gonna call it, I am done using lures. The high-low rig is the one that is doing way better. Using bait, for me, always catches more fish. Lures is just more for fun for me. Comment below, what do you like to use and what do you find the most success in? Well, just because the lures didn't work for me today doesn't mean these lures don't work. They look wonderful, they feel great, they look great swimming around in the water. They just didn't happen to hit today. The rods and the reels, they did great. I was able to land some nice fish. I got my cousin on some really great fish. Like I said before, these are perfect budget reels for beginners. And my normal gear is a lot more expensive. They work really well, but this cheaper gear works the same. I catch the same amount of fish. Doesn't make that much of a difference. It's about just like, what do you want to drive? Do you like to drive something like a little more like you don't have to worry about it so much, like a Honda Civic? Oh! Ooh, big pull, big pull. Feels like it could be a stingray, honestly. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. Dude.
Whoa!
That is exactly what we're looking for. Whiting. This is the tacos we're gonna make, man. Yeah. This is called a bull whiting. Huge. Love that. As I was saying, you don't need really fancy reels. You don't need really expensive things. It's about what do you prefer to use. If you're a beginner, I definitely recommend you just go to TEMU, get some reels, get some fish, make some dinner. I'm really happy that we caught so many fish using this budget gear. This just goes to show you do not need to have a bunch of luxury gear to catch a bunch of fish. I got this stuff for like total of like 80 bucks. I got a whole ton of stuff. I can keep using this for a long time. It works. What you really need to do is get in the right spot, use the right rigs, use the right bait. The lures, they didn't work today. The important part about fishing is you try different things. Sometimes lures won't work. Sometimes lures will work. Sometimes this bait works. Sometimes that bait works. It's a matter of trying different things, getting out there and really putting the time into it. I want to give a shout out to TEMU. Thank you for hooking us up with some really cool gear. I'm actually going to send Steven home with this gear right now. He's going to be doing some fishing back in California himself. If you guys want to help support our channel, visit our website, heyskipperfishing.com. We have a ton of things to help you learn how to fish. We go fishing all the time, and if you subscribe to our channel, you're going to catch a bunch of fish just like us. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week.